Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today I am finally updating you on my year-long project panning from A to Z. So if you haven't seen any of my previous videos from this year's project pan endeavor, what I did was I took the alphabet and I chose products that corresponded to each letter of the alphabet and set goals for myself to hit throughout the year. Now at the time that I began this project, I didn't think anybody else out there was doing it. Find out later that this is actually a project that the Fantastic Ladies came up with a few years ago, so it's not in collaboration with them, but just know that I'm not as special as I thought I was. So I did want to go ahead and update you. It has been months since my last update, so my numbers are going to seem bigger than they normally would, and my progress is going to jump for any of you that have seen my previous project painting videos. Sorry. In other categories though, you're not going to see any progress at all, and we will talk about that as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the products that I have remaining. So this is going to include all of my usage for August, September, October, and the first couple of weeks of November. I won't update you the beginning of December. I'll just do my finale at the end of December. That'll give me about 6 weeks or so in order to finish up what I can and hit whatever goals left are remaining that are attainable, if that makes sense. So starting with the letter A, that is this beauty right here. This is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palette. I really enjoy this palette. My goal had been to finish off at least one thing in here, and this is what we're looking like now. So as you can see, I have massive pan in the highlighter right here. It may be a little difficult to pick up on camera because it's on a baked sort of tray, terracotta tray or something along those lines, but it's everything that you see here. This is all the bottom of that grate. So I feel great about the amount of progress that I've made in this particular product. However, spoiler alert, I don't think I'm gonna hit the goal that I had originally set for myself on this, but I'm still really happy with the usage that I have gotten. I really enjoyed using this, and I'm really glad that I picked it up last year. So that is where we are there. My goal for the finale is to just continue to expand that pan in the highlighter, but I'm realistic enough to know I'm not actually going to complete that in the remaining 6 weeks of the year. Whoa. 6 weeks of the year. Sorry, that just hit me. Holy cow, there's only like 6 weeks left in the year. When I'm filming this, it is the 16th of November, so yeah, oh gosh. Wow, okay, reel it in. So the next product in my A to Z project pan rather, is this little guy right here. This is a deluxe sample size of the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And this was deceptive. I really thought I was going to be able to finish this off by the end of the year, and I'm definitely not. So if you can see the reflection going on, I do have a lot of jar showing. In fact, I don't know how well that's picking up on camera, but just know that there is a ton of jar in the bottom of that, but there is still a boatload of product that is clinging to the sides of the jar. So I actually really grew to enjoy this product quite a bit. I'm happy to continue using it, and to be honest with you, I would strongly consider buying the full size, not anytime soon, just because I've got a lot of products to work my way through, but I really liked this guy, and I'm fine continuing to use it even after the project has concluded. For the letter C, this one I'm very excited about. This is my Becca bronzer in the shade Capri Coast. Look at that! So I repressed it a few months back, and I have hit pan and I've hit side, and it's looking good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this by the end of the year. but you guys, I am gonna push and try for it. It is really quite thin through here. I don't wear a lot of product when I put on my makeup, to be honest with you. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it, but I'm really gonna try. I've never finished a bronzer before. Oh my gosh. And to think, my original goal was just to hit pan, and I might be able to finish it by the end of the year. That's amazing to me. I'm sure some of you are looking at me like, seriously, but that's a very exciting moment for me because I don't finish a lot of things, not full size and complexion products, and I'm just very proud of myself, so don't steal my thunder. So for the letter D, coming off all of that excitement, we have a stinker. So we have my little sample size of the Bare Minerals lip gloss in the shade Daredevil. I have a confession. I have not used this once. This has been sitting on the floor of the room that I film in since I filmed my last update. I have not used it at all. We'll talk a little bit about my lip products when we get to the end. But yeah, I haven't used this guy at all. My initial goal was to finish it. I don't see that happening. But I'm going to put it back in my bag, and I'm going to make a more concerted effort over the next 6 weeks to at least get some additional usage out of it, because my lip products as a whole have kind of fallen off dramatically. So the next that I had actually is still in my little bag because it's tiny and I don't like it, and I forgot to pull it out. Luckily, I have my little bag sitting right here where all of my lip products live that go with me to work and kind of live in my purse. And it is this guy right here. This is just a deluxe sample size of the Juice Beauty. This is their liquid lip in the shade Gwyneth. I've talked about this before. I haven't used it at all since my last update. I really don't like it. The color is beautiful, and honestly, the formula feels quite nice when it's on, but it gets all over my teeth no matter what I do. Blot it, put it on real thin, whatever the case may be, it gets all over my teeth. And for that reason, I don't like it. I'm not going to finish it, I don't think. I got some decent use out of it throughout the year. Again, this is another one of those deceptive products in how much is actually in the container. But I see myself just decluttering this at the end of the project. I might be able to get another usage or so out of it, but I just don't look forward to using it because it gets on my teeth. I don't want to wear it to work because it gets on my teeth. I don't want to be talking to a colleague or to a client or something like that and have like little speckles of stuff on my teeth. That's not a good look. I'm not going to wear it while I'm filming for exactly that reason. I don't wear just lip color around the house. So I don't really see it happening, but we can hope for a Christmas miracle maybe. So for the letter I, we have Invisible. And for that, this is my Marc Jacobs. This is their Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Primer. Look at all that progress. Look at it. So this is where it was last time. This is where it is now. Look at that. And I'm remembering that I haven't given you numbers. God, I'm out of practice. Rewind slightly. My Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palette I have used 52 times since your last update. My Becca Under Eye Corrector I've used 50 times. The Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast I have used a total of 53 times. We are now all caught up because I told you I didn't use Daredevil or Gwyneth at all. Okay, so back to the product at hand. So the Marc Jacobs primer I have used a total of 28 times since we last spoke, and I have absolutely no concerns over this getting used up by the end of the project, which is my goal. Very exciting. This is not an inexpensive product, so using it up completely is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, for the letter J, yep, the letter J is this deluxe sample size of the Marc Jacob Le Marc lipstick in the shade J'adore. I used it 10 times over the past few months, so you don't really see any difference here. Overall, throughout the course of the year, you do see a little bit of difference, but not a ton. The same is true for the letter K, which is the same product. It is the Marc Jacobs La Marque lipstick in the shade Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. This one I used once. And again, we still have that nub there, but overall, these have shown shockingly little change. And I guess now is the time to kind of talk a little bit about the lip products. I didn't really use any of them much over the past couple of months. I found myself feeling extremely discouraged by the lack of progress, realizing that I had been working on those products for the entirety of the year up until that point, and I was just so over using them. But then I felt guilty. I didn't want to use something else because I'm supposed to be panning these things. So I'm not exaggerating when I say over the past couple of months, really the only thing I've worn is lip balm. Full face of makeup to go to work. I mean, as full as I get. And then lip balm on my lips. Because I miscalculated substantially when it came to the lip products. And that's not a mistake that I'll be making again. So the next one is the letter L. And for that, I had my deluxe sample size of the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. And this baby is all gone. Very exciting. I used that a total of 7 times after my last update, and that finished this little boy off. So that is another product that is done. All right, so the next product I don't have with me because it's at work. It is another deluxe sample size of a lipstick. It is Bobbi Brown, I believe, Bobbi Brown. It's in the shade Neutral Rose. I used it a handful of times. That's the other thing. I may have used these lip products a little bit more often than what I'm actually showing here. I usually keep a little note card at work since I apply my lip color at work. I don't do it at home to keep track of those, and I stopped doing that because I stopped wearing these shades because I just wasn't happy doing it. So I know that I used Neutral Rose probably 5 times, but give or take a little bit. The progress is not there, and that's all there really is to it. The next item is the letter O. Yes, the letter O. And that is this guy right here. This is my Bare Minerals Rescue Complexion. You'll notice it looks a bit different because I cut it apart and I scraped every little bitty piece out of there. So this guy is also completely finished off, which is a foundation out of my collection, which again, very exciting. That's kind of the nice thing in a way about updating infrequently. Well, having a large span of time in between updates is that my progress looks very impressive. Anyway, so for that particular product, I used it 32 additional times since my last check-in to finish it off, which again is awesome. I'm very excited about it. The next letter that I have for you is the letter Q. That is my deluxe sample size of the Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade Queen Bee. Didn't use it at all, and that's actually for real. We also have Rosebud, which is my lip liner, my IBY lip liner. Did not use it either, so its progress has not changed at all. The letter S is my Tatcha Silk Canvas. This is an amazing primer. I really, really loved every single second that I used it, and this bad boy is all gone. Again, very pricey product, so I'm very excited to have used every little tiny little bit that I could because it was really good and I enjoyed using it. At some point in time, I'll probably repurchase. Again, not anytime soon because I'm really going to be focusing on working through everything that I have next year. And but it is one that I do recommend and that I would repurchase for sure. I used that a total of 13 times after my last check-in to complete that bad boy off. So good job there. What isn't a good job is my little nail polish. I'm never going to put a nail polish in a project again. I didn't use it at all. Sorry, didn't. Then there is the product that will haunt me until the end of time. That is my deluxe sample size of the Tarte blush in the shade Unstoppable, and it is unstoppable. Ashley, can you still see the pattern in it? Can you still see the word Tarte in it? You can. You can. Do I use this almost every single day that I do my makeup? Yes, I do. So I have used that a total of 46 times since my last check-in. Does it look like it? It does not. Do I think about this particular product anytime I'm interested in buying another blush? I do. This product prevents me from buying blushes. Just saying. Okay, enough on that. The next product is for the letter W. That is this little deluxe sample size of the Bite Beauty liquefied lip in the shade Whip. I really, really do like this product quite a bit. Didn't wear it at all. We also have this product for X. This is the Bare Minerals just liquid matte lipstick, and it is in the shade XYZ. I used it 3 times. Again, I do like it. I probably used it a few more times than 3, but not much. Again, just because I'm so over all of the lip products that I have in this project. And then finally, we have for the letter Z, we have my Persona Cosmetics Kelly Glow Highlighter in the shade Zuma. My goal was to hit pan, and I did. Excited about that. So I used that an additional 8 times between my last checkup and hitting pan. So that is awesome. So overall, I have quite a few products that I was able to hit my goal on and move out of this project, but I still have quite a few products that either I still need to work on or that I may or may not have already given up on. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at my unofficial Pan That palette for 2019. Okay, I probably changed in frame just a little bit because I kind of forgot that this was part of my video today, so I had to go run and grab it. But this is my unofficial Pan That palette for 2019. This is the Lorac Mega Pro 4. This has had its ups and downs. I think I have been pretty vocal about that, but we do have some change showing here. So I have hit pan on Cool Taupe. This is what I use to set down my eyeshadow base. I've expanded the pan a little bit on Butterscotch. I think what I'm going to do ultimately is I'm going to, when I've got enough pan showing in these two right here, I think I'm going to repress them and mix them together because they are very, very light shades, and I think that they'll still be light enough to set down my eyeshadow base. So I think that's what I'm going to do with those. I have not only hit pan in Mahogany, but I've really expanded that out. I used this one a ton in conjunction with my Pan Those Discontinued eyeshadows because it was perfect for the look that I was doing for months on end. So I used that one a ton. I have a deeper dip going here in Blackberry, which is nice. And really that is kind of the extent of the progress that you haven't seen. I don't use this guy a ton. I don't know, I think I'm just bad at panning palettes. I've really felt quite successful in my Pan Those Discontinued eyeshadows, but for some reason, if I try to put my mind to just working on one singular palette, I don't do all that well. So I am getting use out of it, just not a whole ton, I guess. So we'll kind of see where that goes. I didn't really have any strong goals when it came to this palette and what I wanted for it to look like throughout the year. So in some regards, it has been, I guess, a little bit successful because I've hit pan on a few shades in here. I've gotten a lot more use out of it than I would have ordinarily, but certainly it's not nearly as exciting as most people's Pan That palette updates. I don't know whether I'm going to do one next year or not. I haven't really decided what my panning journey is going to look like next year. I have a couple of ideas, but still kind of on the fence about them. So that is kind of where I am. I think that there will be products that I'll have no problem whatsoever actually completing. Others that I can't imagine actually completing. But thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that your panning journey is going well. And if you have just realized that you have 6 weeks left in the year to get yourself in gear, I hope that you are successful in that as well, because dang, was that an odd realization to come to. Like, you know it's November, but when you really like think about it, it's just, anyway, off on a tangent, that happens. Anyway, I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.